Behind the glitter and glamour, one of the most adored couples in entertainment, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, have inspired millions with their timeless romance. However, recent information regarding Rita's health has clouded their idyllic story. Tom's undying dedication is evident as he battles through this challenging and emotional phase, where he must perhaps say goodbye to the lady who supported him for decades. How is the couple handling this devastating discovery, and what caused it? Today, we explore Tom and Rita's emotional journey, delving into the struggles and victories of love put to the test. Facing life's biggest challenges together. The ongoing relationship between Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks is evidence of their tenacity as a couple. Their steadfast support for one another is evident, especially in life's most trying times. Tom became Rita's rock after she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. He ensured she felt supported by going to her doctor's appointments. Tom has again demonstrated his unwavering loyalty in light of her latest diagnosis. Since Tom put Rita's needs ahead of his career, fans have admired their strength. Outside of the spotlight, Tom and Rita have discussed the value of communication and respect for one another in their relationship, which has been the basis of their ability to work through challenges together. Interestingly, they attribute humor to Tom's resilience, which his co-workers frequently comment on due to his upbeat disposition. In addition to demonstrating their dedication to one another, this phase of their journey might motivate anyone going through comparable struggles. The beginning of their love story. Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks have a love tale that will last a lifetime. The two collaborated for the first time in 1985 when sparks flew on the set of Volunteers. Rita's presence provided Tom with inspiration and comfort while he navigated the dissolution of his first marriage. Tom has described their bond as instantaneous in interviews, stating it was like coming home. They were married in 1988 and successfully integrated their families and lives. Rita's lively demeanor and steadfast assistance guided Tom through a pivotal period in his professional life. Fun fact, Rita, a gifted vocalist, attributes her success to Tom's encouragement to follow her passion for music. Their bond is strengthened, and Tom has frequently expressed his gratitude and affection for Rita in public. Their story exemplifies a unique kind of love that's survived and thrived in the demanding Hollywood industry. Navigating Rita's health battles. Rita Wilson's story of overcoming health obstacles is a stirring example of bravery and tenacity. Tom Hanks fully supported her choice to have a double mastectomy and reconstruction after receiving a breast cancer diagnosis in 2015. He acknowledged that it's extremely tough to watch someone you love struggle, calling that time in his life one of the most humbling. Their relationship is in the news again as they deal with another deadly diagnosis. Tom has temporarily put his initiatives on hold to prioritize Rita's care. Beyond their current struggles, the pair has advocated for healthcare and early detection using their platform. Rita recently remarked, "Moments like these are where you discover who you are." She handled every challenge with elegance when Tom was at her side. Their fans admire their strength, and their honesty motivates many to face health issues with the same tenacity. A look at Tom's iconic career. Tom Hanks' career is a testament to his adaptability and tenacity. He is still a mainstay of Hollywood film after more than 40 years of iconic performances. His breakthrough performance in Big laid the groundwork for an illustrious career by captivating the magic and innocence of childhood. Tom has demonstrated an unmatched breadth from the moving story of an AIDS sufferer in Philadelphia to the inspirational adventure of Forrest Gump. While his comedic timing in Toy Story brought Woody to life for years, his work in Saving Private Ryan demonstrated his capacity to convey emotional depth. Tom's natural ability to connect with people makes his parts resonant. Few actors can make audiences laugh, weep, and think all in one scene. Despite all the honors, including 2 Oscars and numerous nominations, Tom's most significant accomplishment is his humility. A fun truth about him is that he loves history, which has affected his choices in movies like The Post and Apollo 13. family above all else. In addition to being a successful actor, Tom Hanks is a devoted family man. He and Rita Wilson raised 4 children, Chet and Truman from their union, Colin and Elizabeth from Tom's first marriage. Every child has forged their career. Elizabeth has chosen to write and produce, while Colin has succeeded as an actor and director. Keeping with the family's creative heritage, Chet and Truman have dabbled in acting and behind-the-scenes work. Despite his hectic schedule, Tom prioritizes time for his family, frequently bringing them along on holidays or movie shoots. He says that being dad is one of his favorite roles. Fun fact, the Hanks family has a custom of throwing lavish themed dinners where everyone dresses up and does skits. In addition to keeping Tom grounded, this emphasis on family has helped him build a strong relationship that endures despite the difficulties of celebrity. The infamous event that shook his image. Despite being admired for his polished appearance, Tom Hanks is not exempt from family issues. His son Chet gained headlines for his outspoken behavior and turbulent lifestyle during one of the most contentious periods. The Hanks family received unwelcome attention due to Chet's conduct, which included public arguments and legal issues. On the other hand, Tom addressed the matter with dignity and encouragement, highlighting his unwavering love and urging his son to accept accountability for his deeds. Chet attributes his recent progress and personal development to his family's support. Tom's handling of such a delicate circumstance has been commended by fans who have pointed out that he and his family have refused to let the incident define them. Although this chapter serves as a reminder that even the most successful families in Hollywood encounter difficulties, Tom's capacity to strike a balance between sympathy and firmness upholds his standing as a devoted father and a strong public figure. Tom's approach to balancing fame and privacy. Even though Tom Hanks is one of the most well-known people in the world, he's perfected the skill of maintaining his groundedness. In contrast to a lot of other celebrities, Tom chooses to live a low-key existence away from the spotlight. He attributes his sense of stability to his childhood and his marriage to Rita Wilson. Simple pleasures like reading, having small family dinners, and going on long walks are enjoyed by the pair. Tom is renowned for being personable, frequently pausing to speak with admirers or snap photos, but he vigorously protects his family's privacy. An intriguing fact is that Tom collects typewriters and has more than 100 old machines. His passion for typewriters even motivated him to publish a book called Uncommon Type. Tom has maintained his authenticity by concentrating on his interests and deep connections, demonstrating that it's possible to become well-known worldwide without losing touch with reality. The impact of his movies on society. Tom Hanks' films, which frequently convey deep social and emotional concerns, have had a lasting impression on viewers worldwide. His performance of Captain Miller in Saving Private Ryan, which received international acclaim for its historical integrity, illuminated the sacrifices made by World War II soldiers. On the other hand, Forrest Gump moved people by examining love, tenacity, and fate, igniting conversations about compassion and life's unpredictable nature. Tom's ability to select parts with a strong emotional resonance is evidence in his grasp of the power of storytelling. Fun fact, in recognition of his contributions to Apollo 13, which sparked interest in space exploration, NASA christened an asteroid 12818T Hanks. His films serve as cultural touchstones that encourage introspection, empathy, and occasionally even change in addition to being enjoyable. Tom's filmography is a masterwork of fusing art with social impact, from addressing social justice in Philadelphia to teaching survival in Castaway. A power couple in Hollywood. Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks are the quintessential Hollywood power couple. In addition to having prosperous individual careers, they're well known for being devoted benefactors. Their dedication to changing the world is demonstrated by their support of initiatives like the Time's Up movement, the Motion Picture and Television Fund, and the Women's Cancer Research Fund. Tom and Rita were among the first celebrities to publicly disclose their diagnosis during the COVID-19 outbreak, leveraging their fame to raise awareness and promote safety precautions. Intriguingly, the couple's commitment to conserving art and culture was demonstrated when they assisted in the restoration of a historic theater in Los Angeles. Their combined impact inspires admirers with their deeds of compassion and goodwill, reaching far beyond Hollywood. Their collaboration is as powerful off-screen as it is on, as evidenced by the legacy they left behind, which demonstrates that love, compassion, and purpose can flourish in the spotlight. How fans are responding to their latest struggle. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson have received unbelievable love and support during their recent hardships. Social media has been used by admirers worldwide to post sincere words about how the couple's kindness and strength have motivated them. In remembrance of Rita's health battle, some have even launched internet campaigns to raise money for cancer research or to encourage blood donations. Fans who reshared a video of Tom and Rita dancing together at an event demonstrated their unwavering joy, even during difficult circumstances, which was an incredibly heartwarming gesture. Tom has a stronger bond with his audience due to being transparent about their difficulties, which has increased his relatability and admirability. Fun fact, a fan once gave a pet turtle the name Forrest in honor of Tom's well-known character, conveying a message of optimism and resiliency. This reciprocal relationship between the celebrity and his followers exemplifies the strength of openness, sincerity, and support throughout trying times. A global ambassador for Goodwill. In addition to being a Hollywood icon, Tom Hanks symbolizes kindness and compassion. He's promoted causes ranging from global health programs to disaster relief as a UN Goodwill ambassador. In keeping with themes from his movies Apollo 13 and Saving Private Ryan, Tom has backed organizations like the National Space Society and the Elizabeth Dole Foundation, which assists soldiers' caregivers. His gift of a coffee maker to the White House press corps was one noteworthy instance that solidified his image as considerate and modest. Rita Wilson frequently participates with him in these activities, increasing the effect of their combined efforts. It's interesting to note that Tom's distinctive approach to generosity was demonstrated when he once put one of his treasured typewriters up for auction to generate money for charity. Tom's actions prove that he is a celebrity who uses his platform to highlight issues facing the world and spur action, whether advocating for veterans' rights or environmental conservation. Tom's hidden talents. Beyond only acting, Tom Hanks is a multi-talented man. Writing enthusiastically, he created a collection of short stories called Uncommon Type, which focused on his decades-long fascination with typewriters. That Thing You Do, his first film as a director, showed off his talent for narrating stories behind the camera and went on to become a cult classic. In addition, he has a strong interest in history, especially World War II, which motivated him to work on shows like Band of Brothers. An intriguing fact, Tom is a huge trivia fan who frequently wins games during set downtime. He's also well-liked by his co-stars because of his curiosity and sense of humor. In addition, he has narrated several documentaries, contributing his distinctive voice to works that delve into subjects like American history and space exploration. Tom's creative energy is demonstrated by his many interests and untapped abilities, which indicate that his love of storytelling is universal and keeps viewers enthralled on and off screen. Marriage advice from Hollywood's golden couple. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are frequently questioned about their secret to enduring love. Their formula? Respect for one another, communication, and a healthy dose of humor. Gems from Tom's frequently humorous perspective on marriage include, "Every disagreement is just rehearsal for our responsibilities." Couple attributes their ability to stay grounded to their love of humor and similar ideals. Rita once disclosed that their custom of exchanging notes has served as a means of communication despite their hectic schedules. Many consider them a model for contemporary partnerships, and their fans admire their genuineness. Interestingly, Tom stated that he knew Rita was the one because she laughed at all of his jokes, perfectly capturing their relationship. They're accessible and inspirational because of their honesty about their highs and lows and their obvious affection for one another, demonstrating that even Hollywood couples can find lasting, genuine love. The legacy of his early career. Tom Hanks' quick ascent to Hollywood aristocracy was made possible by his early career. While the romantic comedy Splash solidified his position as a leading man, his breakthrough performance in Bosom Buddies demonstrated his comedic timing. But things weren't always easy. Tom frequently makes light of the several auditions he missed before landing his big break, attributing those experiences to helping him develop his resilience. Fun fact, Tom thought about quitting acting entirely until getting Splash. Rita Wilson, his wife, was the one who urged him to keep going. His ability to balance humor and emotional depth was forged during these formative years, which helped him create hits like Big. When Tom looks back on his path, he says he discovered how to embrace vulnerability and trust his gut, which would eventually define his best performances. These early years remind audiences that even the most well-known actors begin with cautious, tiny steps, demonstrating that perseverance and faith are frequently the keys to success. Battling type 2 diabetes. Since he made his type 2 diabetes diagnosis public in 2013, Tom Hanks has been open about it. He says that years of varying his weight for his roles, gaining 30 pounds for A League of Their Own, and significantly dropping weight for Castaway caused the problem. Tom admitted that his early lifestyle decisions weren't the best, but he has now adopted healthier routines such as consistent exercise and a well-balanced diet. His honesty has made him an unanticipated health advocate, encouraging followers to monitor their health and take preventive action. Interestingly, Tom mentioned in an interview that he belongs to the lazy American generation that's been happily dancing through the party and now finds itself with a malady. His humorous style and attempts to spread awareness have struck a chord with viewers. Tom's tale resonates with millions because he shows that even life's challenges can spur development and transformation. Tom's unwavering support for his children. In addition to being a movie star, Tom Hanks is a loving father to his 4 kids. His eldest, Colin Hanks, has established a prosperous acting career, starring in popular films such as Orange County and Fargo. Elizabeth Hanks has carved out a space for herself in Hollywood by pursuing her passions for writing and producing. Tom has always given Chet Hanks steadfast advice, while the actor stressing the value of unconditional love, even when he's come under fire for his behavior. The youngest, Truman, is pursuing a career in filmmaking and has collaborated with his father on films such as A Man Called Otto. Fun fact, Tom's parenting style is centered on enabling his kids to pursue their passions while being a constant source of love and wisdom. Colin once said that having Tom as a father was normal, joking that he was simply the guy who grilled burgers in the backyard. A love letter to Rita through music. Tom Hanks has been Rita Wilson's strongest supporter, and her music career has been a lesser-known but essential aspect of her artistic path. Rita frequently composes songs based on their shared lives and has put out multiple albums that include pop, country, and folk tunes. Tom is well known for attending her concerts and passionately joining the crowd, garnering praise for his outward show of support. Tom once introduced Rita during a live performance, referring to her as his inspiration. Their mutual passion for storytelling has deepened their relationship, whether in music or movies. Fun fact, Rita's health issues inspired the song Throw Me a Party, which Tom has declared one of his favorites due to its celebration of resiliency. Their relationship is one of Hollywood's most charming, demonstrating how 2 artists can work well together. Tom's role in the pandemic. Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks were among the first well-known people to test positive for COVID-19 in 2020, making headlines. They were praised for their bravery in sharing their story, which helped to destigmatize the virus and promote safety measures. Tom posted updates about his isolation meals to keep fans engaged during their quarantine in Australia, and even referred to his castaway days by naming a volleyball Wilson. On the other hand, Rita talked about her experience fighting the virus, which included losing her sense of smell and taste. During a period of uncertainty, their openness made them relatable characters. Fun fact, Tom joked about his Hanks-tastic antibodies and even gave plasma after he recovered. They were a source of solace and unity during a global catastrophe because their deeds demonstrated their empathy and dedication to using their position for good. A friendship with Steven Spielberg. One of Hollywood's most enduring collaborations is that of Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg, who collaborated on films such as Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can, and The Terminal. Respect for one another and a passion for crafting stories together drive their collaborations. Tom views Spielberg as a mentor who helped form his viewpoint on filmmaking, and Spielberg has called Tom an actor who brings truth and vulnerability to every job. The two have a close personal bond that extends beyond their business. An entertaining anecdote, Spielberg knew Tom loved machines and once surprised him by giving him a vintage typewriter for his collection. Their relationship has enhanced contemporary filmmaking, producing tales that appeal to all age groups. The pair's ability to infuse their work with passion and nuance cements their legacy in Hollywood, whether examining history or creating unique stories. An advocate for veterans. A lifelong dedication to helping soldiers was sparked by Tom Hanks' performance as Captain Miller in Saving Private Ryan, which marked a sea change in his career. Since then, he has dedicated his life to bringing attention to the difficulties veterans have, ranging from PTSD to healthcare access. Tom gained great respect from the military community as a co-producer of Band of Brothers because he honored the sacrifices made by World War II veterans. He actively supports veterans' caregivers by working with groups like the Elizabeth Dole Foundation. Tom has also participated in occasions such as the National Memorial Day Concert to celebrate their devotion. Unknown fact, Tom's commitment to conserving veterans' legacy was further demonstrated when he narrated a program on the World War II Memorial. He is a faithful ally of the military community since his efforts go beyond donations and show deep regard and affection for those who have served. Tom's secret to staying grounded. Tom Hanks is notable for his modest and grounded demeanor in an industry that is sometimes characterized by luxury and ego. He aspires this equilibrium to his modest upbringing, during which his parents taught him the virtues of diligence, compassion, and thankfulness. Tom enjoys simple pleasures like collecting old typewriters and having lengthy chats over coffee, even though he's well-known and wealthy. He has frequently stated that he stays rooted by keeping close relationships with his family and friends. Tom has gained respect in Hollywood and beyond for his belief that everyone should be treated with dignity, regardless of their position. The challenges of Hollywood relationships. Despite being one of Hollywood's biggest success stories, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's 35-year marriage has not been without difficulties. The pair has been candid about the challenges of complex jobs, extended separations, and public scrutiny. They attribute their strong relationship to respect for one another, constant communication, and prioritizing family time. Their love has only gotten stronger throughout the difficult times, like Rita's fight with breast cancer. They frequently highlight the value of humor and common ideals, demonstrating how love can flourish despite the hectic Hollywood environment with hard work and devotion. A passion for history. His personal interests and project selections reflect Tom Hanks' passion for the past. His commitment to authenticity and narrative is evident in his parts in movies such as Bridge of Spies, Apollo 13, and Saving Private Ryan. In addition to performing, he has produced films that deftly and nuancedly examine critical historical events, such as the Pacific and John Adams. Tom's work with institutions that save historical items like the National World War II Museum is another example of his devotion. His writings demonstrate his conviction that knowledge of the past is crucial to influencing the present and future while providing entertainment and education. Hollywood's favorite voice actor. Even though Tom Hanks is renowned for his live-action roles, his contributions to animation have had a lasting impact. As Woody's voice in Pixar's Toy Story series, he gave the adored cowboy toy warmth, comedy, and nuance. Woody's character developed with each movie thanks to Tom's meticulous attention to detail, which reflected themes of purpose, love, and loyalty. Thanks in significant part to Tom's passionate performances, the Toy Story series has become a cultural phenomenon that has touched generations of viewers. Years after the initial movie's premiere, Woody's famous quote, "You've got a friend in me," is still recognizable to viewers everywhere. The road to winning Oscars. Tom Hanks' path to win 2 Oscars is evidence of his skill and commitment. His portrayal of a man fighting AIDS in Philadelphia broke down barriers and won him his first Academy Award. A year later, he won a second Oscar for portraying the charming and recognizable Forrest Gump. He raised the bar for acting in Hollywood by giving these characters nuance and emotion. Beyond the accolades, Tom is adored by his fans and peers for his kind acceptance speeches and his admiration for filmmaking. A beacon of hope in difficult times. Tom Hanks has been a source of motivation during trying times in his life and work. Tom is a living example of resiliency and optimism. Whether through his support of social causes, advocacy for health issues, or light-hearted response to personal struggles, he and Rita Wilson were among the first celebrities to disclose their diagnoses during the COVID-19 outbreak, leveraging their fame to advocate for empathy and safety. His unflinching optimism reminds his admirers of the value of compassion and solidarity during uncertain times. Tom's status as a genuine humanitarian and entertainer is cemented by his capacity to inspire hope on and off the screen. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon